the day. The bill would enable the government to revise the liability limits of air carriers in line with the Montreal Convention, which was accepted by India in 2009. The amendment also enabled the government to revise the liability limits as per notification of the Civil Aviation Organization. International Civil Aviation Organization determines an inflation factor of 13.1%, which exceeded 10%, the threshold stipulated for triggering an adjustment in the limit of liability. Article 24 of the Montreal Convention provides the revision of liability limits of air carriers for damage in relation to carriage of passengers, baggage, and cargo at 5 years interval. As per revised compensation package, the bill intends to review the liability limit for damage in case of death or body injury for individual from 1 lakh SDR to 1.131 lakh SDR, that is more or less equivalent to 1 crore rupees in Indian currency. The liability in case of destruction, loss or delay of baggage of individuals has been raised from 1,000 to 1,131 SDR. The liability in case of destruction, loss or delay of carriage of cargo has been raised from 17 to 19 SDR. Presently, 1 SDR is equal to around 88-89 Indian rupees. The currency value of SDR that varies, as Mr. Rudy pointed out, with the market exchange rates of major currencies, US dollar, pound sterling, Japanese yen, and euro. I support the amendment which facilitate higher compensation and prevent Indian passengers from discrimination. I want to highlight some important issues for Ministry of Civil Aviation. The most important aspect of consideration for air travelers is safety, security, and comfort. Is it addressed at all by the ministry? Government is often saying India is a global player, a powerful tiger. Yes, India is tiger. But if we see our safety and comfort in the airports, India seems to be a sleeping tiger. Is there any unlawful nexus to promote private airlines by allotting the best departure time from different airports of this country? Why Air India is not allocated prime times for its own flights? Why Air India is the only bridge to northeastern states? Why not the private airlines? Why not the government is giving its look towards the common passengers of this country? What's about the service bond of the pilots of Air India? Why most of the efficient and best performing pilots leaving Air India? Are they joining private airlines and foreign airlines for better salary, for tax-free income? If a pilot making expenditure from the government end is about 30 lakhs, what is the service bonds money? What is the government status to increase the service bond amount? I urge upon the minister, please look into the matter very seriously. The bill is dealing with liability, but what is the duty of the government to intervene? We know prevention is always better than cure. Try to improve security, safety and comfort level for the common passengers. Try to arrange to ensure and maintain scheduled time of departure and arrival. Apologize timely, if not, and let the passengers know the updates serve better foods, issue boarding pass carefully, then you may not be worried about the amount of liability increment. And government may not spend much amount of money for liability, because the money ultimately comes from the pocket of the common people. With these few words, I conclude my speech.
Thank you.